So I didn't actually test the antenna and all the technology inside the ball, but I made my own ball, which is essentially two really light bladders and half pumped, and they both make up a ball. If you look, this is what a bladder inside a ball actually looks like, and it's much heavier than a regular ball. So if all the technology came inside this bladder, you'd be dealing with an excessively heavy ball. And the other problem with the original bladder is that you would have to put all the technologies outside the bladder. So then the weight distribution of the ball would be completely off center, so it couldn't roll straight. So the two bladder model is not only lighter, but it deals with the weight distribution problem because all the technology now can be placed in between the two balls. Now another note, here's the actual technology working. So essentially here's the antenna, which is designed to go inside the ball, and it's supposed to touch the outer covering on the ball, so I can create a connection. And okay, so these two things. One of these is an Arduino. The other is right here, is an RFID reader. And essentially, what happens with the RFID technology is you have an RFID tag, which I taped onto here. So the antenna sends out radio signals, and the tag reflects these radio signals back to the antenna. So when we have a reflection, then the RFID reader reads a connection to the Arduino, and that's essentially the dynamics of how the soccer ball is able to make a reading. And with character arrays that essentially count up, so first of all, without any coding, each tag has an ID that will come up. And so if you put the original just code to get the RFID reader working, you'll see, let's say, 110FD6. I'm just making up a tag. And so when you're able to see these different tags, you can store them and then create character arrays. And you can create a does this tag match function, so that you're able to now compare the tag you have to a set of tags. And essentially what that does is it's able to distinguish was this tag that just made a reading part of team 1 or team 2. And if you know that information, you can now, with some logic, be able to understand do you have a complete or incomplete passes. So that's essentially what I did. So see this in action. When I'll make a complete pass, it'll send a high tone, and an incomplete pass will send a lower tone. And so all these black shoes are part of, I have to check if these are, I know they're part of the same team, I have to check if they're team 1 or team 2. And these white shoes are part of the team. So, let's all send this working.